previously, before Railcar X Insight, how did you guys manage and process fleet repairs? Like, what did that process look like?
Okay, well, our process, and it may be familiar to some of you guys out there, but we were dumping tremendous amounts of data into spreadsheets from multiple sources and we really didn't have a way to identify what was critical, what wasn't, what did we have time on. I mean, it was really the equivalent now looking back of throwing Jello against the wall and seeing, okay, let's pick these group of cars. And we were randomly shopping cars, and mostly it was after it was already obvious that they needed to get to the shop. We were relying on systems one system, the Mars system, it was very antiquated. It served its purpose, but it was no longer relevant to really what we were doing now. And we were also utilizing another service, RAS, which it had its own challenges, but the data was always after the fact, and we really needed a real-time snapshot of what was going on with our fleet. So we started looking into other products that were out there, and Railcar RX was one of them. We were delighted to have the opportunity to work with this program.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing, Jamie, is that a lot of the data that you had, right, it was all a manual process of collecting that data and trying to analyze it, correct? Extremely.
Yeah. It was labor intensive. It was sorting and trying to make sense of the data was there, but we had no way to really organize it in a way that made sense.
Right. Yeah, to figure out what was important to you guys. So you would generally say it was what you were doing was reactive in nature in terms of, hey, we think we have a problem with this car, we need to shop it, but there was no real way to really know that and to identify, like we talked about before, but to identify like the bad actors, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like it was, let's throw it at the wall, see what sticks. We think we know, but certainly it's helped to organize. So that leads us into the next question here in my slide deck. Here we go. So this is a great question, and this is one of these. I've talked to a lot of equipment owners, and I've heard some crazy numbers out there in terms of maintenance costs and things like that. But if you had to take an educated guess, you probably don't need to take an educated guess because you probably know. But what percentage of repairs were AAR build repairs versus your contract repairs prior to using Insight, if you recall?
Sure. At the time of the pilot, 90% of our repairs were being managed by the railroad, which equated to approximately $100,000 a month for us. And that was just external repairs. I wasn't even counting what we were still doing at the shop level. And then we just got this information in yesterday, so it's literally brand new information. The railroad is only managing about 78% of our repairs now, but the external costs are less than $20,000 a month. That's significant. I mean, that's unbelievable for us.
So basically what you're saying is from the start of this, and you guys have been using this for, I think, just over 6 months now. From the start, you guys were billing $100,000 a month in AAR bills or AAR contract repairs or build repairs. It's down to about $20,000. So it's a $60,000 a month savings in terms of AAR repairs that you're looking at right now.
Right, and it's the lowest it's been in 3 years, looking at it year over year. And some of the questions, and I'm sure some of you guys are probably thinking this as well, because I've been faced with the questions here, is if I felt like this was a trend, or if this was just a random month. And looking at our internal costs, they're going up, which is what we anticipated and what we should see in a scenario like this. So I feel very optimistic that this is a trend going in the direction that we've been hoping for. So
in other words, you're seeing your contract shop bills increase a little bit because you guys are shopping more cars proactively, shopping more cars, and you're seeing your AAR billing go down, which is
absolutely yes. So the trend is there. Exactly what we anticipated to see at this point, and it's just amazing. I can't even believe that we're sitting here in November and with a $20,000 external repair cost bill.
Yeah, That's fantastic. So you also mentioned to me the other day that you noticed that the AAR bills seem to be stabilizing, right? So like before they were at 90% and kind of out of control, but you're also seeing that they're stabilizing at that $20,000 a month, or they seem to be flattening out a little bit.
Yes, we aren't in a situation where it's become, we can pretty much predict now what we're going to get that month. It's definitely, there's no curveballs. We're actually looking at the data in practically real time, and we're fully aware, making proactive shopping decisions as opposed to reactive shopping decisions, and it's been really good for us to get a handle on our arms around some of these costs that have previously been unchanged. So